You might have been expecting Justin, but he's not here. Not anymore. This is my show now.
That was perfect. That was amazing. I'm gonna do that more often. Um, that was great. I'm gonna have to have other people introduce the stream. It's not my stream; it's everybody else's. Oh, that was great. We're gonna have to do a recording introduction somewhere. With a
And I was like,
countdown
all
and a
right,
lot
what
of
do I
fun.
do on the fly? And I'm like, oh crap, 30 seconds. Oh, I don't have a
Right?
mask.
You have anything? Not prepared. Something's beeping. Anyway, how's everybody in the 3 people watching chat? And of course, my good friend Zara.
I'm crazy as always, my friend.
Mm-hmm. I'm hoping to book Earth's flight next week. Dom and I are going to do the same crap we did for Murph.
Well,
Yeah.
the good news is it looks like I might be able to attend Murph next year.
You might, but we may not with that amount of heat. I don't know. It was miserable. It was miserable. So,
Yeah.
as long as you come to Rocky Mountain, I'm happy. But,
Yeah, we'll talk on that one.
yeah, you and I are going to have to talk on that as things get closer.
Yep.
You know, I'm surprised we're missing Ian, we're missing Dwight. And next week there won't be a stream because I have an organizer meeting, of course, on Wednesday. Now, if I'll verify that morning, but if it gets canceled, then we'll have a stream. But
for Rocky Mountain or something else?
Rocky Mountain. I got to work on the website too. It's kind of let's do that 3 weeks ago. All I did was update the main page and pull down the other pages. So
yeah, I've been getting reacclimated with like just HTML, CSS, and JavaScript.
nice.
After years of not doing really much of anything.
Right.
And I stand by. I hate CSS.
Yeah, and I'm using Divi Builder or something like that.
Okay. I'm literally doing this all by hand.
I used to years ago. I used to do by hand, but it's too complex nowadays. There's too many layers.
Yes and no. My problem is I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and I want it to look good on desktop and mobile.
That's the hard thing.
I know for CSS you can define, hey, screen size, this and that. But I don't even know how it looks on mobile right now from my last upload.
There's the kitty. He's a big kitty.
Yeah, on mobile it's not sizing down appropriately.
On my site, no, it's
no not. on mine.
Right.
Long story short.
Hey, KB3D. Let me know if you want a link. We'll let you in. Glad to have you if you'd like to join.
Yeah. It's one of those things like I'm constantly asked by people, hey, what YouTubers do you like? Do you recommend? Do you, what have you? How long of a drive from Las Vegas, huh?
It's not that far. I think it's like, yes. I mean, there used to be a flight you could land in Loveland. It's about 12 hours. Just long, actually. But there used to be a flight from the Loveland airport to Vegas via Avello Airlines. It was $40.
Yeah.
It was very nice. I was going to do it and then never did. And
12 hours the toll roads, 13 hours if you want to avoid tolls is upwards of 15.
Right. Look what I got. A whiny boy.
Fluffy kitty. Yeah, if you want to walk, it'll take you 11 days.
That's not bad, actually.
Yeah, so there's apparently a nonstop flight from from Las Vegas to Denver.
Oh yeah.
So you'd have to get an
You do
Uber or
Spirit
something
for
from Denver.
$40 and
Well, and
maybe make it to Denver.
I'm just looking at Google Maps and seeing what it says.
Yeah. Spirit's got a $40 flight. You might not make it though. That's the downside. Your Spirit might, but your person may not.
I used to be real picky, like, yeah, I'll fly like Delta or United or
Southwest.
American Airlines. Like, I didn't even want to fly Southwest because I was like, no, I want to be able to pick my seat beforehand.
Right. I just pay a little extra. And
that's what we ended up doing. I mean, when I was traveling for Rocky Mountain this year, I just checked in early and happened into like the first 15 group.
Yeah.
But when my family was traveling to and from Florida, we hit all kinds of travel shenanigans. We ended up signing up for Clear.
I have TSA pre, so.
Yeah. Well, and what I discovered from the Orlando airport is for Clear, there are two lines. The lines for just Clear and the line for Clear and TSA pre-check.
Yep. Yeah, I do TSA pre because I'm not really flying internationally. And I like to just be able to basically walk through and keep on rolling, especially at 2, 3, 4 in the morning when you're trying to get to your plane and you're mentally exhausted, which.
Yeah, I haven't looked into the cost for pre-check.
$80 for 5 years total.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's dirt cheap.
That's why I did it. It should be more, in my opinion.
Well, I got to get my passport renewed anyway.
That takes 9 months.
This November.
That'll take 9 months. They're very, very busy. I would recommend that you get it renewed or processing.
I don't have plans to travel internationally. It's just I recently got the whole family their passports.
Right.
Should you decide to, go visit Canada.
Yeah. Canada. Well, you might want to do that sooner than later. At least it's close for you. It's what, a 5-hour drive?
I've never driven it, to be honest. I've never actually been to Canada. Been all over. All over the States.
Non-fam was on a stream. It was live on a stream on Saturday. He was on Jerry's stream. We got to see his face. Not sure if we went blind or not, but we got to see his face. Joking, non-fam. Gotta give you a hard time. Dwight just texted he'll be on in a bit. This will be about 2 hours tonight, and we've got the apartment inspecting people coming tomorrow for no real reason, but they want to check all the sprinklers. So, unfortunately, there's a sprinkler up there and in the closet, so they're going to get to see my room of stuff, which I'm not thrilled about. So,
yeah,
we're going to not have any printers going. Also, knock on wood, that print I've been working on for a month is close. It's let's see if I can zoom in.
A pretty good zoom.
Yeah, well, it's a mirrorless, very expensive camera.
I'm just using a crappy 1080p webcam.
Yeah. So, with any amount of luck, sorry for the armpit camera. I need to get one of those like motion controller things like Solon has. But we'll see. With any luck, it'll be done, and I can move on to a lot better things. Because I am done with this thing. Very much so. I do. My MK4 upgrade still hasn't shipped.
Meanwhile, mine's built.
I'm doing mine in stone gray CFP. focus. All the parts are pretty much done except for the extruder mount part, which I might do in polycarbon. I might just do in black petty. We'll see. Hey, yes, we are hanging out in the cool kid zone.
If I felt like printing parts on my Mark IV, it would be in this. There we go.
Which one's that?
Das Filament Metallic Blau.
Ah, nice.
Is easily my favorite filament, but it's expensive because, you have to order it from DOS in Germany.
Right.
If there was a U.S. supplier, I'd be stocking up.
I thought there was.
Not that I've seen.
Huh. Odd.
Like, they sell some stuff, I think, on Amazon.
Yeah.
But not the Metallic Blau.
Interesting. Yeah, if you want a link, let me know. I'll let you in if you'd like. But I know you like to sit and chat so. Yeah, importing is spendy. Yeah, my MK3 upgrade kit. I've asked them every week, is there a problem with my order? And they're like, no, it should ship in a few days. And I knew about the whole PSU compatibility stuff, so I actually bought a PSU, not thinking they would do something for it. And now they're like, oh yeah, we offer 50% off. I'm like, is it retroactive? No, there's not. But and then I ordered the bed. Realistically, I probably spent as much as an MK4 altogether at this point. But I want my damn upgrade. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have half a mind, even though I've got Revos on both my Mark IIIs.
Right.
I'm really debating upgrading to Mark IV for both of those.
Or the 3.9. If you don't care about the 0.9 steppers, you do 3.9.
It's for GTFO.
I agree.
The biggest issue is that the one's a bare frame.
Ooh. That's going to make a mess of that, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest. I like the bare frame a whole lot better than the standard Prusa frame.
Right. I get that.
It's a lot more rigid.
Yeah.
And I got it in blue.
Nice. Blue's a good color.
Yeah.
Blue.
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 With the green that I won at Rocky Mountain.
All right. How many printers did you have before Rocky Mountain?
Technically 3. Well, I had 3 functional printers.
Yeah.
I had 5 in total. I have an old Power Spec Pro Duo or Dual or whatever it was that just isn't working, and it's got a tiny build volume, so it's like,
Right.
I don't know if it's really worth trying to get working.
Right. If you check your, I'm still gonna call them tweets, even they're supposed to be called X's. Whatever. If you check your tweets, there's a StreamYard link.
Them DMs.
Yep. Check your DMs. They call them posts now. I don't understand some of their crap. I got my big door installed on this guy. So if yours isn't closed, I highly recommend you buy one of these doors. I have some magnets I can send you. One piece for this guy. It is so nice.
Yeah, that definitely looks preferable.
Oh, dude, it's.
What's the mounting on it? Is it the same kind of like grabby clamp?
This is the NX K3 door style. So 2 hard mounts printed with a bolt and bearing. very smooth motion. And it's bolted through the polycarb. So you don't
Is the
have any
polycarbonate pre-drilled?
Yes.
Okay, I'll need a link to buy that
6
then.
millimeter polycarb. So.
I need a link to buy it then.
Yep, I will send that. And you're gonna need some bearings and some magnets. You're just gonna have to send me your address, and I will
What
shoot
size
you.
magnets? Because I have some.
They are really weird magnets. They are countersunk magnets.
Oh, really?
Or yeah, and you get them in a pair. So I actually thought I bought 10 pairs, being dumb. I can't, not realizing, and they're actually, you can kind of see them. May not focus. You shoot me your address, I'll send you a couple.
All right.
Of them. You'll need some standard bearings at 65. I'll just mail them to you and save you the headache. But yeah, let me get the link over to you. It's done by Mandela Roseworks. Annex K3 door. K3 door. And then you'll just need a few other pieces and parts, some hardware, stuff like that.
I thought you had my address before, but
do you want clear or smoked?
Clear.
Yeah. I'm gonna send you that link now.
Because I'd be pointing a webcam through it.
Right. Make sure that's the right link. But no, he cuts them same day and ships them, so or next day. But for $52, I love it. I love not having that split on the doors. That's so good.
Because I was about to buy some ACM panels.
I would, yes. If you can buy now, are you talking for the sides or just the printer in general?
Well, I was gonna buy ACM panels for the printer. It's a whole set from I think from Printed Solid.
Yeah, those are the three. So that's your deck panel, your lower panel, and your back panel.
Oh, I didn't realize I'd have to replace the deck panel.
Yeah, I did that recently when I changed out my bed. It's nice because the Coroplast, the 8 acrylic ones, warp after 6 months. And they also reflect heat better now. So, of course, you find this out after the fact. One benefit of the Trident is you don't have that issue. But I went with ACM from the get-go. I spent a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tri-Zero. What is the Tri-Zero? Is it just a mini Trident? I assume it is. We'll find out here in a minute. I need to get music and I need to get an intro, a video intro at some point.
So you can do Slipstream. It's slip.stream. And it's free music.
Oh yeah, I looked at this.
Yeah. And they get a lot of cool stuff. I mean, I'm partial to lo-fi.
Right. I just want something in the background. It gets quiet too quickly.
Yeah. Well, but you don't want to put. I don't know how YouTube handles it, whether they strike the video or make it. Yeah.
Unfortunately, they do.
Yeah, I mean on Twitch they mute the audio.
Yeah. I gotta decide if I'm gonna do my my MK4 extruder parts and everything in polycarb for long-term use. Just print them in polycarb. I have Prusman PC blend. I might as well just print them in it and.
No, get the new crazy.
The tungsten crap. The $300 a kilogram.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. I'm using radioactive on that. Oof. You might need some Superman shit for that. I have some PCCF I could do it in if I really wanted to, and I might. Might as well be fancy.
Yeah.
Eventually, someday between now and never. Still says new. I doubt I'll get the MMU3 for MK4 anytime in 4 months.
I've been debating the MMU3. I've seen a lot of people having really, really good results with it.
Right. Yeah, I had a 2, sold it, traded it for something a couple 3 or so years ago. Had a pallet, traded that for a laser, which I sold. And I'm gonna try this pallet, the MMU3 when it comes in. I've got my rep box, my B stock rep box, almost ready. I'm waiting on some parts from not tripod. Wow, from Pooch. To to finish it up, I'm gonna silicone seal the thing. Have a little bit of silicone. Fancy Permatex or Loctite, whatever.
Yeah.
We're just shove it in the corner. I've never used this stuff before. I know I got to use gloves, but cure time one day.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll make sure everything's tight, and then I will waterproof seal. And I've already got Pitsakint in there. I'm going to see how low I can get the.
Make sure everything's tight. Lock tight.
Yep. Yeah. Lock that tight, would you? Tripod, you're coming to Rocky Mountain next year, aren't you? I think I get your email on the list somewhere. Of course, I don't know where that list is right now because I have about 800 tabs open right now. But the cool thing is with Earth, there's a ton of new sponsors, and I'm sure some of them will be interested. You'll get, if you're sponsoring, you'll get to pick your table based on the tier. You'll get to pick.
Yeah, I gotta see who the new sponsors are for Earth.
Hey, Ian. Have to mess with you early. How you doing?
Doing pretty good.
I think I got tripods. Yep, you're on here. $2. That doesn't even get you a.
It doesn't even get you a ticket into the door.
Well, the tickets are free, but the maker table it's either going to be 10 or 20 to get a coupon for something. We got to work on that. Lots to figure out.
Yeah, I got to figure out the layout for the second. I don't know if you want to just call it the second building or the second.
Yeah. So here, let me. Yeah. So it's really the second building.
I remember. I mean, I remember when we were setting up, it was open, and I'm like, "Wow, we get all this too," and they're like, "No."
I wish. So let me share a screen. Here we go. So this is a blank layout.
It looks like that print's coming out good this time, Justin.
We're not talking about that.
Oh.
So
Quick, Ian, find some wood and knock on it.
Yeah, quick, Ian. There you go. So we were in the North Hall this year.
Mm-hmm.
No, you have to find your leg to be sponsored. This isn't Lego Lost Rep Festival.
So the South Hall is a little bigger.
Nope, same size.
That's not what the plan says. The plan clearly says that the South.
It's 8 inches bigger.
It's a little bigger. I said a little.
Where's my mouse? There it is. Hold on. Yeah, let me fix that. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, it's 8 inches, 8 whole inches bigger.
That's a lot of square feet across the entire length there.
Yeah.
That's like as much square feet as my office.
I know. But Tripod doesn't have any square feet. He only has half a foot. So yeah, we're going to have a ton of space. We got a lot to figure out. We're going to put food like tables here in the center so people can eat and walk by. And then this room right here will be a break room. That way sponsors and makers and influencers and staff can go.
Is that where I'm serving brisket?
Yes. Probably yes. I got to get it cleared from.
So are you going to have multiple entrances this time, or are we still all entering through that one lobby?
Only through the one lobby, because the problem is to manage all those entrances. We're going to need 20 or 30 people to be at each entrance.
Right.
Yeah.
I think
they're next door at the Budweiser, well, the Blue Arena.
Jail is outside. You're not allowed back in.
Yep. Jail is the Larimer County sheriffs that take you away in the police car sitting right outside. Two concession stands, 0 tolerance. Yeah. I mean, realistically, that entrance is so good for what we did.
Oh,
we
yeah.
Open up a little bit on that entrance and make it a little less messy, but no, we're going to leave it that way, and then we're just going to...
Make sure you order enough lanyards.
Yeah, I know. Well, good thing is I'm hoping to open ticket sales in the next... or ticket reservations for general public in the next couple weeks. And I mean, the thing is, if I order 3,000 and we only get 2,000, we have leftovers. If I order 5,000 and we get 8,000, I mean, I don't think there'll ever be enough.
So will you actually have some like tables and chairs set up for people to eat at this year?
Yes. Yep. So in that hallway right here, we're going to put 8-foot tables sticking out from the wall. And then we're going to put a barrier, whether it's pipe and drape or just like, line, like queuing barrier, whatever they'll call you, whatever you call it.
I saw a couple of people. I wouldn't say it was all the time.
They're eating at the maker tables. Yeah.
I saw a couple of people that bought their food and then turned around and all of a sudden realized that there wasn't a place to eat and just looked bewildered.
Yeah, that was yes.
Yeah, I kind of ate at Mitch's table, like Mitch, Denhack, Peter.
I don't think it'll be enough space, but realistically, I mean, if we have 8 tables, it'll be okay. Hey, look, there's here's Lego Wash. What?
It's the biggest venture in the U.S. is Lego Lost. Get with it.
I know. How you doing, Tripod?
What's going on?
Finder's fee for finding my right leg. Well,
how much? I go. That'll determine how much effort I'm willing to put into it.
I offer Justin's Voron.
Ah.
Go. That'll buy you at least an hour of my time.
An hour of him getting in the car, driving half an hour, and turning around.
Reward for finding the wrong leg. Hey, it could be I could have 2 lefts. It's fine. One could be shorter than the other.
Right.
I'm too concerned about it. I'll walk in circles.
Right. Well, that's all you do anyway. So. That and break death racers.
Yeah, we're gonna drive straight through 14 hours. So.
Yeah. I mean, there was a guy that drove from West Virginia this year.
It's just not worth to do a flight. It's going to cost more.
You can bring more stuff.
At least I won't have a Britain tow this time. So,
right here's Dwight, half a Dwight.
Right. Hello, gentlemen. I use that term loosely. I know most people.
Better. I take major offense already to it.
How's
everybody tonight?
Good, you?
Tripod. I haven't seen you in forever, man. How are you?
I'm still here. I mean, I haven't changed. The leg is still not there.
The last time I saw you, we were all overheated and exhausted. So you look refreshed now.
Hey, Dwight.
Well, that's why, because sir. I got some Ice Mountain water. That's why I look refreshed.
How much time does it have left?
About 3 hours.
Oh, it's so close.
Yes,
Ian, we got to be on the same wavelength. I was getting ready to ask him the same damn question. So
Don't turn on any of your other printers.
No, don't breathe.
Go turn the air conditioner off so it can't kick on. Unplug the refrigerator.
Well, I haven't talked to you in a couple of days, Justin. Is this you restarted the print? It's working okay this time?
So far.
You know, fingers crossed for you, buddy. I've been thinking about it. I just didn't have a chance.
96%. So we'll find out 2 hours and 19-ish minutes. I won't be falling asleep in 2 hours and 19 minutes. I'll be sitting here like after. Here you go, tripod. Would you like some filament waste for this one project?
Oh, you don't even want to know how much laser waste I have right now.
Oh, I know, right?
I'll take it. I got a plan. It's not a great plan, but it is a plan.
I do 3D printers than lasers.
What was that?
I said I'd rather do 3D printers than for reviews than lasers.
But you're Captain Laser half the time.
Well, the problem is it's not all of them are. At least with a printer profile, I could get it going within an hour or two to tweak it to where I could usually consistently get a good print for a review. This CO2 laser, oh my gosh, it's just driving me flipping insane. I've had it for months now.
Which one is it?
It's a Wakey Cloud. It's not a bad machine. I mean, it's it's like every time I turn around, there's something else. It's like, I mean, I'm used to the diode laser, so I could give it that. And
is it right that Wakey Cloud couldn't use Lightburn?
Yeah, and as you know, I'm fully in tune with Lightburn. I have all 3 licenses. Got it pretty.
I thought it could.
No, it can't. I said I have all 3 licenses. I got the one for the CO2, the one for the diode, and the one for the galvo. So,
okay. Yeah, I've been wanting a CO2 for a while. I was looking at that one. It's just, man, they're so expensive.
Yeah.
I've got my diode. It's pretty cool, but I'm sure you're well aware of the limitations of a diode laser.
It sounds like it's done. Yeah, so let me show you what this one looks like.
What's going on, Akuma? How you doing, buddy? Resin 3D printing god. I need an audio sound effect for that.
You have a Stream Deck?
I do, actually. I just need to.
You could set up a soundboard on that.
I'm gonna have to.
That is a cool engraving. I love that.
Yeah. So the problem is though, it's gonna be hard, but it's you can see it gets lighter on row 137.
Yeah.
So what happened was the nozzle was getting clogged with the tar basically from the smoke, right? It's building up on the nozzle. Not everything needs to have air assist. Okay, so and that's the thing. If I did air assist, it'll be darker, and I didn't want it darker, and it will have, since I'm not burning it through, it'll have some charring on it.
Right.
So I like how this looks, so I went for a lighter burn, and I think it looks fantastic. And then I saw.
Ooh, look at this
You
guy.
want to run the air assist and just turn the power down?
Yeah.
Right. What were you saying, Tripod? What's going on, Scott?
Hey guys.
Hey, Scott.
Where are my damn cameras at?
One of 3.
All right, so here's one blob. It's almost like I picked my nose there. Right?
There's a booger.
That's on that was on the nozzle.
Wow.
Really?
Totally blocking it. So, like I said, lots of tests. And then I even did one like this.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's
Absolutely love it.
That's when I figured out there was an overscan issue. So those missing lines was because it was overscanning the limits of the engraver. And I try to do unique things for when I do laser engraving.
I was just about to ask if that's what that was. I had a feeling that's what that was. That's awesome.
Okay, so
we got Nicolas Cage on stream.
Yeah. Then, because I love doing patents, right? Engraving patents.
Is that an Atari joystick?
Yeah, that's an Atari joystick from like 42 years ago.
Yeah, that is awesome.
I mean, the problem is it's the nozzle is clogging. So, and I can't really. So that's what the air assist. See how it burns through?
But you can't just turn the power way back.
You can turn it down, but again, it's literally trying to make because every time I don't put my YouTube behind a paywall with Patreon and say, oh, if you want the settings, no, I put the settings on when I do the review, right?
Right.
So,
now, when you're blowing air on it, is it just atmosphere air, or do you have anything special you're blowing on it?
I think I use more than enough.
Little more power than you needed. Wow.
Well,
that's a good shooting target there.
Well, no, it's all the testing, right? Because it's dialing it in. This is why my reviews, I'm 2 or 3 weeks per machine, no matter what it is usually. And this was the same settings with air assist. I mean, it's not bad.
All right.
You can see the charring though.
Could you put a little valve in line with the air assist and restrict it so it's just enough to keep the smoke from building up around the orifice? Or
first I'm going to just see, because there's a lot of times you're not going to use air assist, and I would like to use it but honestly, it shouldn't be on all the time. It's never on with the dial lasers. It shouldn't be on with this. Air assist is mostly for cutting through. But I mean, if they suggest having it on all the time, fine. I emailed them, because it could be something. But honestly, CO2s were out before air assist was even a thing. And
hey, Tripod, I got a. I'm not super familiar with what you're doing, other than just in general. But if you're going to spray an air on it to keep the nozzle clean, could you spray like an argon or krypton or even a carbon dioxide?
Well, okay,
so stop the burning right then.
So the air assist is basically for a cleaner cut. That's what it's meant for. So you're pushing it. You're pushing it through, so it prevents the charring on the underneath. So you're pushing the air through to help prevent the charring from underneath. Right. So you have
the
that with the honeycomb bed.
A plasma cutter.
Yeah, I got one right there too.
Yeah, I got one behind me too. It's still in the box, man. I've had it for like 8 months. I haven't even had a chance.
No, man, it's nothing like cutting metal, man. It's amazing.
Yes, sir. I agree.
Plasma cutter. There you go. I'm gonna have access to a 4x8 CNC plasma cutter soon.
Yeah, that's just the Arcdroid right there. So it's a.
Oh, I've seen those. I thought those were pretty cool, but I mean, I was looking at the price on those, and Langmuir has their basic entry-level crossfire that's actually less expensive than that, and I think it has slightly bigger cutting area too.
Yeah, that's only 16 by 22 inch cutting area, but
it's listed as a 24 by 24, I believe.
Well, I'm talking about the.
Oh yeah, that
the Arcdroid.
Sorry.
So, and plus, it has a lot of features. I got it on the Kickstarter. And
I'll tell you what, one advantage your thing does have is it's way more compact than a CNC table.
That's why I'm like,
if you're not accessing it all the time and that's big enough to do what you need, then man, that sure is the way to go.
Yeah.
There you go.
It does a pretty good job.
There you go.
So,
there you go. I like that. That's nice.
Yeah. I've been pestering the estimators at the company for years now, and I've been telling them, when are you going to get me a job where we can justify paying for a plasma cutter? And so I was up in the head estimator's office last week, and I pestered him again. I've been just been poking at him, and he finally looks at me, exasperated that I keep bringing this up, and he goes, "Do you have any idea how much those things have cost?" And I said, "Yep, $8,000." And he looks at me, "No." And I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "New." And I said, "Yes." And he goes, "CNC." I said, "Yes." They go, 4x8. I said, "Yes." They go, "Show me." So I showed him, and he's like, "I have a job right now that'll pay for this outright."
Yeah, so I actually I never reach out to companies, and when I got the Artroid, I actually reached out to PrimeWeld just to see if they would like to do a collab. I didn't ask for anything. They said, "No, we're going to send you one. We want to see it attached." So, okay, I'll take a $700 PrimeWeld Cut 60. Thank you. So, I mean, it works great. So, it's a great combination between the two. So, but yeah, I want to see what Leaky Cloud says about. I mean, if I have to run air assist all the time, so be it. But I'm a firm believer that I shouldn't have to run air assist all the time on it, because it's
Right.
everything.
Well,
all the lasers that I've reviewed probably about a dozen. I want to use air assist for cutting. So.
I discovered something really interesting about my air assist this week. I've been rearranging the whole work thing, and one of the things I did was I flipped my laser cutter over, so now it's accessible right here instead of on the other side. But when I was moving everything around, I picked up the air assist to move it, and there's 4 dots on my work surface. And my work surface is actually an antique table, which I have been trying not to damage. And I'm like, what in the world is that? The air assist has these little rubber feet, and it vibrates the whole time it runs. So over time, all its vibrated marks into my thing. I thought it was just something built up on the surface, but I tried to remove it. It is the air assist has engraved my antique table.
That sucks.
Yeah, so that immediately got put on top of something else as a barrier between the table, but I still can't do anything about what it's already done.
Yeah, of all the lasers, even X-Tool is still one of my favorites, but the iCure laser air assist is the nicest. It's not just the standard little aquarium type pump. It's actually a real decent pump that's actually controlled by Lightburn. The other ones you just have to click on, and it's not controlled by Lightburn. So it's real nice. I mean, yeah. Otherwise, it's X-Tool and the other companies just use the same air assist that most of them use.
Yeah, I've got the X-Tool air assist, but it would be nice if it was controlled by the software. That'd be pretty cool.
I mean, I hate to use another sheet. I mean, it's like, and the thing is with the basswood, it's it's humid in here, so it's going a little. I mean, it wasn't enough to affect the print, but or the engraving. Yeah, I noticed the drag on this one because it was causing it. You can see it's almost like a layer shift. Hold on, let me get over. You can see it right there. So you can see so what happened was it got the tar from all the smoke that clogged the nozzle, and it pushed the wood over.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's just crazy, man.
So how difficult is it to remove that tar from the nozzle?
It's super easy. It just literally unscrews, but the lens is burnt. So, yeah.
You have to replace the lens at that point.
Oh, yeah. So it literally, I mean, it was 6 hours that was into it. So let me show you the picture of the lens.
That's toast.
Oh, yeah, it's totally toast. So because I'm running at 50% power right now just to get through that lens on that. So it looks like it's another delay on that. And again, this could be my fault, so I need to find out through them. You know, I'm not gonna post. You know, I mean, I'll post my mishaps, but I'm not gonna blame the machine if it's my fault, right? Because it's supposed to be 3 millimeters, so that means it's a negative Z of 14 millimeters, and that's where I'm at. So, I mean, that lens is you can't clean it. That's the way it looks. And then, so this is. Let me get back to the nozzle. Right, so that's how the nozzle is supposed to look, right? Nice and clear.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Are we even looking at the same thing?
Yeah. I mean, it's like kind of reminds me of something that the parents used to smoke and clean out. Put it that way. Clean the tar out.
That was good.
So I'm
Needed a
like,
good
wow,
laugh.
it's
Needed
one
a
of
good
those
laugh.
things.
That was great.
Yeah, I figured someone will get that. So
Don't do it, Justin. Don't turn that printer on.
this though came yesterday.
Justin, haven't you learned by now? Stop messing with stuff.
Justin is never going to be on a live stream and not futz with a moron.
Exactly. Or a belt printer, not like this. So
Take a walk on the wild side.
No
some
way.
belt printer fails.
What are you,
What?
giant? What the hell are you building?
So I had a guy reach out on Facebook needing a motorcycle seat
Okay.
printed, and well, I think this is try 11. Just had power issues, little issues, this and that. As we both know, belt printers are not really production machines, at least for me. A little bit of wasted material there.
Well, hopefully you're using Polymaker's draft PLA for that.
Nope, PETG.
Oh.
Polylite PETG, some 5 kilogram rolls. The guy that I'm doing it for is actually paying me for at least the material loss. So some very useful 5 kilogram rolls, right, Joy?
Do what?
Exactly.
I'm halfway listening to you guys. I look over when something interesting is going on. Dude, I haven't been able to sit down in front of my computer in a couple of days. I've been so slammed.
Right.
So between emails and BS crap I subscribe to, I'm trying to just close everything out. Right. So not trying to ignore you guys, but yeah, I'm kind of ignoring you.
That's all good. It happens. You're allowed to. But yeah. Lots of fails.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still in my farm gear right now. I had to go repair a water well, a windmill water pump today. I mean, cows, dude, it's like 103 degrees and it's crazy. We had a windmill water pump go down, so cows need water. So it's a nonstop deal, dude. Don't ever raise cattle. Don't do it.
Right.
So we've raised cattle my entire life, and I finally discovered in the last 10 years how to make money with them.
Sell them all.
No, you raise them in the shade of an oil well.
Okay, I'll go with that. Well, if you look at me and Scott, what are the similarities that stand out to you guys about raising cattle? What do you see here? What's missing between both of us?
There you go.
Well, I mean that, and I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but it seems to be a trend with farmers. Yeah. What kind of cows were y'all raising?
What's that?
What kind of cattle were you raising?
Oh, they're just like mixed breed, short horns and Herefords and stuff. Just whatever you feed at the feed yards.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we don't actually buy the cattle. We just pasture them for other people.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we do some of that. Most of the stuff Angus, it's all sold on pound by off the hoof, and then all the black Angus, and then I'm thinking about seriously purchasing some. Sorry, I'm kind of distracted here. Some milk cows and breeding them with a Angus for designer cows, designer calf. People are buying them for pets. People are morons. The crap they'll pay money for is insane.
Here's my moral issue with that. They buy them as pets, but they grow up. Then what do they do with them?
Eat them.
That's always a solid question, Scott. And most of the people I know that would purchase these, they have land. They're yuppie cowboys. So more than likely, once the cows got too big to play with, they'll end up out in the pasture, or I'll end up getting them back, one or the other.
Right, but literally 6 months they're too big to play with. I mean, you gotta sell them to them as bottle calves, and at 6 months they're I have problems with people that buy that and think, it's like the people that buy the baby goats. What is that?
Yeah. Look, Scott, I happen to agree with you on this. What are you showing us here, Tripod?
The nozzle.
Do you see light through that?
No.
Oh wait, hold on. There you go.
There we go. See through it.
Oh,
Look,
okay.
So this is. So here's just a Allen key. Let's just see. Up. It's too big. It's too big for the hole.
That's what she said.
Yeah, I've run into that problem myself.
That's why you use something pointy.
That's a phrase in 55 years I've never heard. So.
Oh my gosh, this is. Wow,
Yeah, Scott, I happen to agree with you on all that stuff, and luckily I can control some of it.
Yeah.
My biggest thing is these people that get this stuff and they're not able. Damn it, that was huge. Did you just carve the nozzle out? What are you doing?
That's the tar that's in it.
Is that maybe some kind of glue or something that's in the plywood that's blowing back on there?
I mean,
I was thinking the same
like
thing.
I said, I've reviewed dozens of lasers, or a dozen plus lasers, I would say, and this never has happened where the nozzle is clogged like this. I've done so many different materials. So yeah, I'm gonna put on the air.
Is it the type of material you're burning right now? I mean, are you using something special?
It's basswood. No, it's just basswood.
Oh, it's not a plywood basswood. It's just a basswood.
As shiny as it is, it's non-organic. So the glue or something that's, I don't know, it's weird.
Yeah, so it looks like it's the new batch that they sent me of test materials because it didn't clog like this before. So it's literally on this new batch. So they had another batch before that has this big sticker on it, which I was going to say in the review is an awful decision. And then they sent me a new batch of sample material that has a very small sticker. I'm like, hey,
there you go.
I don't have to complain anymore in the review. So that's off the table. But now I think you're onto something because this batch, I've only done 2 of these sheets. And I was so pissed last night when I saw it dragging. Say, okay, I can clean everything. Start from fresh. And you just saw what that nozzle looked like.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's definitely as shiny as it is and stuff like that, John. It doesn't look like it's anything organic. So if I was a betting person, it's got to be something, a coating on the wood, something the wood was preserved with, something with the glue in the wood. Something's different.
I gotta agree with Scott on this, dude. I think what you're seeing is some type of a chemical or saturation on the wood. There has to be something there that's causing that.
I wonder if they use some kind of a basically a bug repellent or something like that on the wood that just, I don't know, it's different.
Yeah, because I mean, it'd be good if I catch this because I'm gonna have to try a different material soon. I'm gonna try this next with just air assist. But I'm not gonna clean out the shit. Yeah, the inside of this is just absolutely nasty. So,
Hey, do you have what is that the nozzle you're holding? What is that made out of?
it feels like steel, maybe.
Steel?
Yeah.
Why don't you grab some? Do you have any brake cleaner, or specifically brake cleaner? Do you have any brake cleaner?
Of course I do. I do my own brakes, man. I'm not one of those people that. Oh, sorry.
Well,
I don't offend you.
I'm not questioning you. I'm just asking you. I do too.
And
sometimes I'm out.
but
Squirt some on a rag and rub it on there and see if it dissolves it all the way down. If it does, it's definitely an oil. It's definitely some type of a hydrocarbon that's probably doing it.
Well, I'm using isopropyl alcohol on here.
And it's breaking it down that easy?
No, it's not cutting down at all. So I've actually taken this into the kitchen and used soap and water to clean it. Because otherwise, I'm just going to go through like 30 Q-tips cleaning it. So I have a pipe cleaner in there in the kitchen.
If it's metal, drop it in acetone. Worst is going to happen is going to take the paint off of it. And it'll be shiny.
Same way, dude. I was going to say the same thing.
I mean, I was going to say ultrasonic cleaner, but
Yeah,
does
like,
everybody
okay, sure.
have a gallon of acetone just sitting right next to their desk?
Mine's right behind the door.
On the wall.
I've got a bottle up in that cabinet up there.
There you go. Justin, where's your acetone?
I don't have any.
Oh.
I don't have
Should
much
we-
use for it.
Should we put our hats together and get a collection plate for Justin to get him some acetone just so he can throw it on the shelf?
No, I'm good. I get some
I may
isopropyl.
or may not open it up every now and then just to sniff it, but I'll never admit to it.
Yeah,
Here's the thing.
wrong with you, Scott.
I'm
Something
certain
wrong
there's
with you, brother.
acetone at Justin's house, but
There's not.
it's not industrial.
Yeah.
So your wife doesn't paint her fingernails and then take the
Okay,
fingernail
she might have some nail polish remover.
See? Still
isn't-
acetone.
Oh, here you go.
You could be the hero, dude. You could have a gallon sitting around just to refill her bottle with.
You're correct on that one, Shane.
Yeah. Thing
Yes,
is,
sir.
I'm fairly certain the stuff sold as nail polish remover might be a little more diluted.
Right.
Don't tell anybody that. Shh.
So, question, Scott: is it going to be worse bringing my death racer? to
Oh,
Earth
she said you
since I
used
don't
all
have
her
a
nail polish
Machinum
remover
racer?
and haven't replaced it. Do you see that?
Oh, I didn't know
Why-
last time.
Oh.
Death racers do just as good as the Mechanums.
I'm not building a Machinum. I'm going to bring the same death racer. I might throw a 70 kilogram turbo in the front with some modifications. And
Whoa, what are
Really
you talking
flip
about?
something
Death
there.
Racer?
yeah, I'm not going to be. You're bringing my drag racer, so
Yeah, you're gonna run the second one, right? Hey, Scott, I think I actually spent enough time programming the remotes to have a ramp in on the power, and more importantly, oh my god, to ramp the steering. I can't believe I skipped that step. I feel like a moron, dude.
yeah.
Seriously,
You mean
I mean, until I
ramp
forgot who it was that
or-
even mentioned it, who brought it up, and I'm like, dude, I wanted to shoot
You
myself in
don't
the
need
foot right
much
there 'cause
steering.
fucking
You need
Sam
about
did it.
that much steering on these things.
Well, it needs to be very,
Very
controlled.
loose.
And right now it's
Well,
just
very
wide
controlled.
open, left, right.
Yeah. I have mine tightened down to like
Great for
15%. Yeah, great for drifting backwards through the.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Scott, how you feeling, man? You fixed up on all the craziness you went through?
I'm 90% there. Still have a few little issues with the kidney, but it is what it is. So
You're right. How old are you now?
too old.
Yeah, well,
Oh, that's a good answer.
I'm trying to figure out if you're younger or older than I am.
I'm 55.
Oh, okay. You're like a year older than I am, maybe. I don't know. I was born in '69. I'm not very good at math
I
sometimes.
was born in '68, but here's the kicker. I was born on leap year, so I only have
So-
13 birthdays. Don't tell me to act my age. I will.
Love it.
You're the man, dude.
What's that?
Are you
Yeah,
a
leap year is
person?
February 29th.
Yeah, February 29th.
See, I'm February 9th. So is that still in Aquarius? 29th?
No, Pisces.
Pisces. That's what's wrong with you. I knew something was there.
But you know, they really don't have a you know, so 3 out of 4 years I'm not even on the calendar, so I'm not a Pisces, Aquarius, I'm nothing.
So you don't exist at all. You're just a figment of our imagination.
You know, I used to have a lot of fun with that back when Denny's would give you a free meal on your birthday. Because I'd go into Denny's on a year that didn't have February the 29th, and I would say I'm there for my free birthday meal. Of course, they'd ask to see your ID, and I'd whip out my driver's license, and they were like, "Today's the 28th. You have to come back tomorrow." I said, "Go look at the calendar and tell me what day is tomorrow."
That's right. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
What they do? They actually give it to you or no?
Yeah, I'd get two. I'd get one on the 28th, one on the 1st.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. I missed my birthday yesterday.
Well, I'd go to a different Denny's on the 1st and say I'm here for my free birthday dinner, and they ask to see your ID, and you throw it out there to them. Well, your birthday was February 29th. That was yesterday. And I'm like, go get a calendar and tell me what day was yesterday.
Yeah.
And then the
like
manager
the $2 bill.
involved.
It's like paying with $2 bills at a convenience store. They don't know what to do with them. 911. This is fake.
I gotta tell you, Scott, that's the first time I've heard. I've been around, but that's the first time I've ever heard that. That's genius.
Yeah. Hey, it's everybody always asks me, when do you celebrate? And I'm like, look, man, after I had my 16th birthday, I just quit celebrating. I
tell people that I stopped counting my birthday when I turned 21 because the only other date that matters after that, well, there's 2 dates. The official date of retirement, which I don't even know what that is anymore. I feel like it's changed. But the other date that matters is 35 because that's when you can run for president of the United States. I don't plan on running for president of the United States.
I'm 35. I ain't running.
I don't plan on running, so 21 was the only date that mattered for me.
I don't think I can run for president of the United States because I happen to spend my 21st birthday in prison in Mexico. So.
Well, you know what? You'll fall right in line with all the other politicians up there. They wouldn't even question it.
Well, if the Secret Service had been doing their job yesterday, they'd have let the current top politician fall off the edge of the Grand Canyon.
That's just wrong, dude.
Yeah, they got between him and the cliff and kept him from taking the step over the edge.
Oh my gosh!
There goes that stream.
I'm gonna go get another beer after that one. That was awesome.
Can you bring me one?
Yes, sir. You want that? You want one of those IPA voodoo experimentals?
No way. That thing was awful. Have you printed one of these little hex mail prints before?
I know Dom has.
Yeah, Dom printed one that was a whole Mark IV sheet.
He had it at.
So I printed one of these for the first time. I just got the Anchor Make M5C. It's you probably can't see it. It's behind the laser graver, but it's right there. But I decided I wanted to take it with me on Sunday. I go to church and set it up and show it off to all the kids and stuff. So I was trying to come up with fun little things to print and stuff. And this was one of the things I found. I said, I bet they'd like that. It's the first time I've ever printed, and it comes off the bed. Well, it doesn't come off flexible like this. It just comes off. It feels like all stuck together, just like a sheet. And then you kind of flex it back and forth and break it loose. And I got to tell you, it's super satisfying to break it loose.
Ian, fidget cubes.
I saw those today. I'm taking those. I'm printing those out for next Sunday. Yeah.
Hold it up again, Zura. What is that?
Fidget cube. He's folding.
Oh,
unfolding.
folding square
Oh,
picture. Those things
dude,
are
I'm
cool
a
as shit.
fidget person. I love that.
Yeah, I keep this one in my pocket.
I go. I got an interesting one somewhere. If I can find it, it's somewhere. I've been moving things.
I've made so many of these things, it's not even funny. Because this takes like no filament.
This is my latest fidget toy to play with. The gear and cam wheel thingy. I don't even know what to call this damn thing. Y'all see that? As you rotate.
Yeah.
Well, this one is. I just printed this one. It hadn't really loosened up yet, but yeah. It's making me look like a fool. There we go. Anyway, yeah, I'm a fidget guy too, dude. I'll try anything when it comes to fidget toys.
Exactly where I left it.
The Kaleidocycle.
I have one of those, Ian. I printed one too.
This one's trippy.
Yeah,
I like it a lot.
I made a bunch of those for people, but the big thing was that they liked the cube better because it could fit in their pocket.
Pocket.
Well, this is my current desktop fidget toy. It's part of a heater block, a couple of Bowden couplers, a piece of Bowden tubing, and a screw shoved in for good measure.
No problem.
This is what keeps me entertained at my desk is crap like this. Yeah.
That's the guy I use
okay, right.
And I'll have to find pictures.
Right here. Here's my upcycled fidget toy. You know what this is?
A cap off a Snapple bottle.
Is it a popper? Oh. That's too funny. Hey,
I have crap laying all over the desk here that I fidget with all the time. So
I told you I bought one of those 3D printing pen.
Oh yeah, you're telling me about that.
I don't know what to call this damn thing.
That one's
it's
pretty bad.
Well, 3D printing pen, I think is what they call it. But anyway, dude, I'm not an artist, but I've had fun playing with it. One of my best friends is an artist. And I handed this to him with the portable power pack, and he was just drawing with it to the point where it was like, oh my God, I do that crap on the printer. And he does it freehand. So when you put this in the hand of an artist, it actually, I was impressed with what he came out with. I mean, he was drawing his name and block letters, and just the things he was doing with it in about 5 minutes was amazing. I just wanted to plastic weld crap with it. That's the whole reason I got this thing.
One of my
Did it work well for that?
Her son has
yeah, it actually works great for it. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't had any issues with it. I've done some test welds with it, and I found if you use a little bit of a copper wire, I don't know if you want to call it, you lay it on it as a filler, and then plastic weld it in. You won't tear the weld. You'll tear plastic around it before you tear the weld loose. So, because we have I work the ranch a lot, and when I'm out there, a lot of plastic stuff just cracks, whether it be a mount, a base, a seal. Dude, I can come up there with that in my portable pack and just fill it in and be done, and we get back to work. So this has actually paid for itself 10 times over in the last month that I've had it. I mean, I'm gonna order a few more of these. I'm just gonna drop them in different places in the barn just so they're handy. They're not expensive. I think this was only like, I don't know, 50, 60, 70 bucks. It wasn't very much for this. So I'm definitely going to order some more of them. I'm going to bring one of these to the show to Earth. And I've got a wax, kind of like a Coroplast or wax corrugated cardboard deal where you can draw on it and peel it off. And I figured what I do is just throw some stencils up there underneath the wax. And that way people can just draw their names. They can peel it off and take it with them. Something cute, funny, different, whatever. But I don't know. Like I said, novelty crap. I like it. What's up, Matt?
What's up?
Thank you.
Hello.
What's up? How's everyone?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Hey, man.
I'm good. I actually just woken up like 15, 20 minutes ago. And that's very unusual for me.
Right.
It's too early or too late?
It's like 3 o'clock in the morning there.
Yeah, it is.
So.
Oh man, hey, is it anybody seen Mitch on?
He's visiting with some friends in Texas.
He's down in Texas
so.
this week, isn't he?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he was up in Dallas. Or for me,
Good
it's
night,
north
Sergio.
of Dallas, but I don't know if he's still there or not. I don't know. We're talking. Oh, did everybody get? Who's going to Earth?
Yo,
I should be. I need to book my flight next week.
A friend of mine goes. Does that count?
Hey, have you tried to
sure
register?
does.
Have you tried to register for a maker table yet, Dwight?
I did, and I'm waiting on a confirmation back. I've got the hotel booked, the same one Justin told me to book into, so I'm booked there. So I think I'm going to pick Mitch up on the way there, but I hadn't got confirmation on that either. I mean, I'm going right by there.
There's no maker tables available. If you don't have a maker table already, there's none available. They're already putting people on a waiting list.
Oh, you're killing me.
Yeah, there's no maker tables available. They're putting people on a waiting list for those. They have been for a couple months now.
Dude, I just got the email to sign up for it, and I signed up for it like 3 days ago from Earth.
Yeah,
so, I'm kind of bummed about that.
Well, what I heard was that they had so many people wanting them that they were reviewing entries and deciding who they were going to let in.
Well, I'm willing to pay for the table. I mean, I've got no problems with that.
Yeah,
but
they were curating. They're like, they don't want any empty tables at all.
Well, last year it was a disaster because they had an entire row of empty tables there because they went with way more maker tables than they did vendor spots, and they were turning away vendors offering money thinking they were going to fill all these tables up with makers, and they had an entire row that was completely empty and another row that was only half filled. So this year they went totally the opposite, and it's all vendor spots with very few maker tables. And
which venue was this?
Let me see here. When was the meeting?
The same venue.
No, I didn't hear it. So I was on the phone with the wife. I
don't think Justin will have that problem at Remurf next year.
We're fluid with it.
He's taking a bounty on the tables this year, which I'm totally fine with. I think he should have done that before.
Me too. I'm totally on board with that.
Well, the good thing is, the intention is if it's $10 or $20 for a table, that's fine. But you'll get it back either a coupon from a filament manufacturer, something that's worth the same value. So you show up, you get the coupon. You don't show up, you don't get the money back.
Right.
As of 12:37 a.m. this morning, there are no maker tables, and there's people on a waiting list because I'm in another private chat group, and one of the guys in there is on a waiting list.
For Earth or
Earth for a maker table.
Wow, I don't even know if I have a table. So
I'm pretty sure you have one. I have one. Sam has one, and Jim has one.
Yeah. So we'll see. I kind of gave him a little bit of grief because I'm like, oh, the Uber driver for the Brit doesn't get a table. So I'm like,
well, yeah, it is what it is. If I get there and there's no table, I'll just have some fun and not worry about it. Because I'm running solo, Ian's not going to make it. I don't mind floating around, hanging out with everybody. I'm okay with that. There's always a positive in everything. Right now, it's bottoms up, man. I'm just going to work my elbow out a little bit.
I think Ron Mink is also going to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Justin says he's going to reserve us the best tables at Remurf for this next year.
First come, first serve, unless you're a sponsor.
Oh, you're killing me.
Nope.
What hotel did you tell them to stay at, Justin?
La Quinta.
Oh, we're all staying
over by the Green Turtle.
We're all staying at the Hilton right there at the Green Turtle.
I looked at that hotel. I was not totally impressed.
No, I'm right next door, so that'll be
I like that one better. I like that.
The Green Turtle was a joke last year. Absolute joke. You go in, you wait an hour for drinks, an hour for food. It's freaking 90 degrees.
Oh, kind of like the Wingstop in Goshen, Indiana, where you go in there and wait for 2 hours.
There's a reason we didn't go there this year.
Yeah, Ian and I didn't, dude. We found out we did our own thing. We were happy.
So which hotel did you not like in Bel Air?
Me?
Yeah.
Who are you talking to, Scott?
One of you was saying that you looked at the hotel and you didn't like it.
Dwight was
Dwight.
saying the one
Me.
next door to the La Quinta, the one you're at.
The Hilton, yeah. When I
Hampton?
compared the two
Hampton Inn?
hotels, I
No,
just
it's not a
the La
Hampton,
Quinta
it's a
looked
Hilton
like the better
Garden Inn.
deal.
Oh, you're at the other one. There's 2 La Quintas and 2 Hilton Garden and 2. Oh, the Hilton Garden that Dom's at, right, halfway down the road.
Wait, I thought Dom got into the Hilton in Aberdeen.
That's the Hilton Garden Inn in Aberdeen, right there by the Green Mile or whatever the hell it is.
Hold on.
Last year I stayed up at
Okay.
Bel Air at the Hilton, at the Home 2 Suites or whatever it was up there, and
Okay. So
nobody was up there, and there's nothing up there. There's one bar.
So you're over here.
Yeah, the Hilton Garden
And
Inn.
this is where me and Dwight will be over here.
Okay.
Because the Green Turtle,
Right.
if I remember correct, was like
Down.
this
That's
part.
That's
Down.
the name of the hotel, the Green Turtle.
No, there's a bar. It's a
Oh,
shitty little bar. I don't remember where it was for some reason.
that definitely sounds more of a bar name than a
I
hotel.
remember you had to walk across the street. I thought it was, right here. Yeah, I actually have a 1-star review on them right now.
Wow.
Let me tell you about this one bar in Japan. I went to Japan for like 3 weeks with a group of friends. We all rented a house together, which turned out to be there were issues. I won't get into that now, but one of the things they did one night when I was just exhausted is a bunch of them got together and went to this tiny little bar they had looked up. And the cool thing about this bar was you could go up to the owner of the bar and list an anime character, and he would create a cocktail on the spot that embodied the anime character. And so they all thought that was awesome. They went there. They said the guy did an absolutely fantastic job, and you could not stump him on an anime character. And the drinks did indeed embody it. So I'm like, well, that sounds awesome. I go, I want to experience that because I was back at the house just exhausted. And so we went. They said, well, we all want to go again. It was great. So we went all back, and we got there, and it's not open. I go, and we're like, what the heck? It's supposed to be. Well, finally, like 45 minutes later, which we didn't sit there and wait the whole time. We decided to go do something else in the area. But like 45 minutes later, this little girl, she was teenager or whatever, another comes and unlocks the bar and opens it up. And she's the one bartending that evening. And we're like, what's going on and stuff. And apparently the guy doesn't work that day. And she's some kind of slacker or something or another. And she also doesn't do any themed beverages. She just pours glasses of whiskey is all she can do. So. But this bar was the smallest little bar. It had, the whole thing was, I kid you not, about 7 foot wide. And that included the bar top, the seating, where the bartender stood, like 7 foot wide and about 20 foot deep. And that was the bar. It was crazy.
I know they have like little spaces in Japan. I mean, you'd be surprised. They have kiosks, basically, literally. You ever seen an English phone booth?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, same
I
size
walked
as the
up
English
to.
phone booth. Selling coffee, selling newspapers, selling whatever they can sell out of it.
They go.
I've
They've
never
got
been, but I
vending
watched the
machines.
videos, and they're tiny.
Yeah.
One of the things I loved about Japan was the vending machines. They have vending machines all over the place that sell everything. They go, you can get cold beverages, hot beverages, you can get hot soup and stuff. You can get toiletry items and things. If you need it, there was a vending machine that sold it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ian, were you the one telling me about the where you make the pizza in the vending machine? Were you the one telling me about that?
Yeah.
You order the pizza and it makes it right in front of you, bakes it, and spits it out. That to me, I want one of those, dude. I know where to put it, and it's gonna be right on the beach. I want a couple of those machines. I think that would be a huge hit.
Now, my least favorite part of Japan was the complete and utter lack of any sort of stair building codes. They literally built stairs however it was to fit the thing. The stairs in the house we were staying in were about a foot tall and 6 inches deep. They go, but then just outside the house, there's like an embankment that goes up to the street above, and those stairs were 4 inches tall and 3 feet deep. And I had to do this little stagger step walking up them. Otherwise, I wound up trying to do the step up on the same foot every single time. So I had to deliberately break my stride and switch to the other foot. Otherwise, the one leg just wound up exhausted walking up those steps.
Oh, man.
I got in the new colors from the CMYK colors from Polymaker. Nice. They look pretty promising.
Oh, wow.
I love it. That's awesome.
And that's true colored lithophane.
That's awesome.
Paper in the back.
That is beautiful, Matt.
And this is hold on. That is bamboo.
That's outstanding.
So I see almost no difference, except this one have a red glow a little bit to it, and this one have a little bit of a darker glow to it. So, and also the red glow happens also with the G-Tech filament and Polymaker mix. So, yeah, I'm very happy about it.
What program are you using, Matt?
Luban. I use Luban.com.
Luban?
Luban, yeah. Luban3D.com. I can write it in the chat, private chat. Hold on.
I'm just gonna look it up right now. Well, we just bought Ian. Have you played with the Hue Forge at all?
No.
No, I never played with it yet.
I'm just.
You haven't messed with it either, Matt?
There you go.
I downloaded it. I haven't had a chance, man. I've been so slammed taking care of the crap around here. I didn't have time to address it. Oh, there we go.
I've got to work on this. There you go. This just came in a few days ago. There you go.
When did you build this? Hang on, Ian. Scott, when did you build this?
That's the Mechanum.
That's the Mechanum Racer.
Yep. That's the one that was at Murph. Rip that Offset and Ryan and all them had. And there's going to be a ton of those there.
You know, I think they're cool, but I personally rather build the tank one.
Yeah, I like the tank one.
There you go.
Well, I like omnidirectional. I've got a whole bunch of just off-the-shelf RCs that are omnidirectionals, and they're a blast to play with.
You need to modify those into.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's a little more complex too.
It's also a hell of a lot more expensive to build.
Yeah, what?
That's going to keep a lot of people from building because you got
a couple $100 more.
You got $300 in electronics just to make the mechanical.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, I'll stay with my beast of a Death Racer.
Yeah, that's
right,
tripod. That's kind of what I want to do too. Is just go, heavy and slow and mean. So
yeah, that's what I did. Matt, and I ended up coming home with a printer.
Matt, did you share that link?
Yeah, it's in chat.
Private chat.
Yeah, and Ian, I dropped 2 YouTube links for you in the private chat.
Yep.
All right.
Here you go.
And the Thingiverse link for the Fidget Cube I use.
I actually know about Luban 3D. That's an awesome piece of software. I don't own it, but I've been thinking about, the one thing cool about that.
Nice, Matt.
About that Luban 3D, it's got the most interesting licensing option I've ever seen. A rent to own option, essentially. I've never seen that with software.
Oh, with Luban?
Yeah.
It's not really rent. You can pay monthly, you can pay every 6 months, and you can pay yearly. And yeah.
So essentially, he's got an option where you can buy the license outright and you own it. But then he has like you said, monthly, annually, and biannually options for paying it. But the cool thing about those options is that you know, if you don't need it anymore, you can stop, so you don't owe any more money. But if you do need it, you can keep renting it at whatever price makes sense for your budget there. And eventually, you can convert all those individual rentals into a permanent license.
Yes. Yes.
And I've never seen that in software before. I've seen, you know, here's my monthly terms, and that's perpetual forever, $10 a month. And you never get a permanent license, or you can buy my permanent license. They go, I've seen both of those, but I've never seen this like rent to own concept. I really like it.
Yeah, I think he done a home run with that one.
Well, I'm looking at it here. I mean, it's a fairly powerful program.
Yep. They go. It's got a lot of cool functionality. That's why I've had my eye on it.
You know, I'm starting to think, well, Ian, you just let me know if you want to get it, dude, and I'll cover it.
Tripod keeps smiling. I don't know why. Something is. He has something on his mind.
He's working on something else, I think.
Oh.
I'm always working on something.
Right?
Well, I'm gonna have to bail.
I was composing an email.
Dogs out. I gotta get to bed. I got a meeting at 4 a.m. So.
Oh, have fun with that, Scott. Good talking to you, brother.
Yeah, we'll see you.
I think the rest of us are planning on
Scott.
sticking up with Justin so we can watch that print fail at the last second.
Oh, don't even say that, dude.
Let's not.
Yeah, don't
It
jinx
happened.
it. Don't jinx it.
I was about ready. Huh?
How much time's left on it?
39 minutes.
Oh yeah, it'll make it.
I have a 66-hour print right now.
If this one had failed, I would have reached out to you, Scott, and be like, "Here's the file. Print this."
Yeah, here's the
problem.
file.
I don't have a
What
working
filament
belt
do you
printer
need?
anymore.
We'll get it to you.
Really?
Yeah, I don't have a working belt printer anymore.
What happened?
I've got the 2 hanging up on the wall in my studio that are just for display, but they've been gutted, and I gave everything else away.
Oh.
Well, good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have one of the very few
Scott, what
working
do you
ones.
bring into the show then?
I'm not bringing anything to the show. Maybe I'm building a Trident for Polymaker, and then I'm building another Mercury 1 that I may bring to the booth, but I'm not coming for 3D printers. I'm coming for the dragsters.
There you go. I get that. I totally get that.
You hear that, dragster? Scott's coming for you.
Hey, you know what? We need to ask Jim if we need to build him do we need to bring a third dragster so Jim has something to tear up?
I've got extra dragsters because I don't race them, so
okay.
I've got Polymaker's dragster. I've got to build one for Big Tree Tech, Sam's dragster, and then I have my red one that I don't drive. So.
I'm going to bring. I was planning on bringing 2, and I mean I can bring a third one. Ian, I think we got enough parts around here to build a third dragster, and including the electronics. I think I have everything for it.
I think we're short an axle, but
no, I've got an extra axle.
I've got axles.
There you go.
Yeah,
but
I've got an extra axle. I just got to cut it down.
Justin's axles because the wheels don't bolt onto them very well. You wind up with a tripod dragster that doesn't go very good.
Right? I was so sad. And you're like, "Are you gonna be able to raise them?" Dude, I need an hour to fix this thing.
Man,
you are never going to live that down, Justin.
Man, you said that a tripod dragster, and now that's got me thinking about building a dragster with just one wheel right in the center in the back.
No, one big fat wheel.
Yeah, right.
You gotta put a little sign on the dragster,
that's a
right on the side of that tripod dragster. that you have to have 2 knees to ride that ride.
I got to rebuild my Death Racer. I burnt out the speed controllers, and I stripped the gears. Unlike Justin, I went after the Voron. I didn't just cover around the border.
Well, I
It
kept
ran into me.
I kept putting your
I got video of it,
track-
Justin. You can't hide from
I
the
know.
video.
I bounced off him, no problem.
I kept putting the track back on your Death Racer. So
Yeah,
you could
because I
track
kept
the
on going
ball
after
again.
it. Justin's like going around it. Please don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me.
You got
Video doesn't lie, buddy. Video doesn't lie.
Man, every Wednesday night now, I leave out of here with my cheeks hurting and laughing. And dude, I got to tell you, this little whatever we have here definitely breaks up my week, and I just I feel relaxed after we're done for sure.
We have the problem is we have a Wednesday night polymaker meeting at exactly the same time. So
Yeah.
But anyway, it is what it is. There wasn't much going on in there tonight, so I figured I'd jump over here. But
right.
Anyway, all right, you guys take care. Catch up to you later.
All right, Scott. See you, buddy.
Bye, Scott. Later.
Later, Scott.
So
I've
got.
Well, Matt keeps showing really cool shit that he's. Forgive my language, gentlemen. Matt keeps popping up some pretty cool prints. What did you guys have holding up, Matt? There you go. What is that?
It's the motor cannon. I designed it myself.
It looks like something out of Clash of Clans.
Yeah. The whole thing. The past week I've been doing a lot of designs, and I got now my sponsor for it to do all of this, and I designed a whole bunch of stuff. I can't really show you right now because everything is on my table connected to each other, but it comes in neat little, squares what I designed, modular.
All modular where you snap it together?
Yeah, then I can snap them all together, and I'm making like a little platform, etc. And this is what I call, what's it called again? Night of the Living Mushroom.
Okay.
Are those mushrooms inspired by the Mario mushrooms? They really look like it.
Yeah, they do look like it, but the Mario mushroom have 4 dots. Mine have
what?
Dots.
They have
Mario
4 dots.
They have
Yeah.
4 dots.
Yep.
Mine have 3 dots.
They go 3 dots, completely different. Definitely not a Mario mushroom.
Exactly.
Still, yeah.
All right, let's go with that. So,
guys, I'm going to bell too, man. I need to go get cleaned up. I've got a meeting pretty early in the morning.
We got about 20 minutes.
Not as early as
left
Scott, but yeah, I'm gonna jump off here. I want to go jump in the shower. Oh, there we go. A little mosaic. I like it.
Yeah. Been doing a lot, and then the Three Heathen give me his. I like from Three Heathen the little squares. So
nice.
We might wait.
Dude, what are you printing all this on, Matt?
Bamboo behind me.
Getting bamboozled.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Right now I have a
nice
6-hour print left on here, and another 4-hour print on here.
All right.
So yeah, and I'm doing this all with Iriwan filament, and it's very nice actually. I'm having a whole bunch of Iriwan filament coming in this week, and the regular PLA. Right now I only have gold, silver, and glow in the dark and wood left, but otherwise very nice.
Yeah.
Give me like a day to design most of the stuff.
Matt has a thing for shrooms. He follows
evidently. He is German.
He looks underneath the turds for the real good stuff.
You want to buy some shrooms?
No.
So that's funny.
Yes, it is. Guys, I'm going to jump off, man. I will check all you guys later. Justin, I'll be in touch with you later.
Yep.
Sounds good. Ian, I see you all the time, so whatever. Guys, y'all have a good night, man. I'm bouncing. I will check you guys later.
I'm going to be bouncing as well because I got to watch this laser here. So
good. Just don't watch too closely.
Nah, it's a CO2.
Peace out, guys. Y'all be safe.
It's all included.
And,
Right.
All right.
Don't overheat if you come to Texas because we're struggling.
Yeah, just don't go to Hawaii right. Don't go to Maui right now.
Well,
Maui
no,
is pretty much
not unless you want to play Burning Man. No.
Later, peeps.
All right, guys. Y'all be good.
So I haven't actually been working on the drag racer at all since Murph. I've been busy on other projects, but the major thing that's been holding me back is getting my office cleaned up. And I don't know if y'all can tell, but it's actually significantly better than it has been in a long time, and it's just about how I want it. And my X1C, which I had to send back to get a replacement because something was seriously defunct, that's supposed to be back on Friday. I've got the P1S back there. I've got my SBO7, which you can actually see right there. Mirrored camera backwards. Hard to point. There you go. That one right there. That's the SBO7. I got the Anchor Make M5C. I have a lot of high-speed printing production right now that I've never had access to before. So I'm thinking I can turn out a drag racer pretty quick now. I just got to get in and do all the new design modifications I want to make to it.
Yeah.
I want to take the screw part list for the drag racer. There's like a dozen different screws or something, and I want to get it down to 3 screws. 3 sizes of screws, assemble the whole thing. That's my next really major modification. I think it'll be really beneficial to the community. And instead of buying this $20 pack of M3 screws so you get all those sizes you need, you buy this $10 pack and it's got 100 of the exact screw you need. And I mean, that'd be enough to build 2 drag racers. So it's gotten quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm actually making. I made a design for a 3D printer, and I'm working with somebody together who's very experienced in building 3D printers, and hopefully we're going to release it on Mer, where you guys are all going to. So
you designed a new 3D printer?
Yeah.
Is that okay? So what are the benefits of your new design?
Well, the thing is, you can print in 2 different ways, and you can need no supports for your models. You need no supports for your models.
Okay, you've got my attention. How do you manage that?
You have to wait till the machine comes out.
I'm not going to be at Earth. I can't make it.
Well, you will see pictures of it, I'm pretty sure.
I'll send you pictures.
Dadgummit. Justin's going to be holding those over my head and just send me little teasers of pictures.
Yep, little corner. A puzzle you have to put together.
He's going to zoom in just enough that I can't tell what's going on and send me that and says, here's the printer that's printing without supports.
Yep, pretty much. Sounds about right.
Fine. Dwight will be there. He'll give me what I need.
And I have already several generations in mind. So I have 3 generations of.
Is it Core XY?
I can't say that either.
You can't even tell me if it's Core XY.
You can't.
No, I can't say nothing about it right now. Only that we are developing a printer what uses, you don't need any supports, and you can print in 2 different ways, and
okay,
it's very unique.
Let me think here. All right, so if you can print without supports,
It's
that
not a
would.
5-axis.
I'm thinking that what?
Not a 5-axis.
It's not a 5-axis?
Nope.
I go,
That's what I was thinking.
I mean, you really only need 4 axes to pull
That's
off
not
printing
either.
without supports.
Well, you have to wait till it comes. I can't really mention
I
how
go,
it's done. So
I've seen a
Leave
lot
them,
of
let
things
him
in
be.
the last year
No
in
intel.
slicing to print without supports, including conical printing. Conical printing was really interesting.
what printing?
Conical. They go, normally you print on
Non-planar.
non-planar.
Like what? Yeah, that's the what you're looking for.
That's
Oh,
the
you mean
correct
it goes
term,
like
right?
this and then goes like that?
They go, so it, instead of printing this flat plane like this, it could actually print like this.
A curve.
They go, that was really interesting. They go, and I've seen I think this was a slicing come up with the guys from 3DQ, or one of them anyway, is like arches that branch out on the layer.
Mhm.
And so let me see if I can find a picture of that, because that was pretty amazing. Oh, here we go. How do I share my screen again?
Or just hit present.
But I can probably. I've been playing with names for the printer, so I thought about to call it maybe the second Renaissance printer.
Just call it Bob and let people try to figure out what Bob stands for.
So this was it right here. It's using arching overhangs, and so you can see how he's printing this right here without support. And they go, essentially he's doing these little arches. It starts with a small arch, and each little arch gets a little bigger out until he can extend out like this. That was a very cool concept. Obviously not built into any standard slicing algorithm right now, but exciting times ahead, am I right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, but this is a software thing. What you're talking about? Mine, the printer will take it over.
Okay. So it's not 5-axis, it's not 4-axis, it's not a slice.
I have to go now, otherwise I reveal too much. Okay. So
what?
Yep.
What?
Yep. What? We don't want him to reveal anything. Why do you want? It's not something he wants to announce.
They go, he doesn't have to announce. I'm talking to myself right here.
About filament.
They go.
I got bamboo filament and I got polymaker filament right here. So I think I look pretty close. The only thing I think what's off color is the blue a little bit, but not by much.
Nice.
So these are the CMYK color what I have. And this is very close to. So I'm very happy with the CMYK color. But CMYK color can't print all the lithophanes because all the pictures. If the picture is too dark or has certain kind of color, too much of it, I think the program kind of gets confused, the lithophane maker program. So I'm not sure yet. I'm still making some conclusions about it, and I need to talk to the person who designs the software for it. So otherwise, it comes out very nice. And right now, this one's going to be a paper one. This is not a true colored one, but it's going to all go over the border lines. It's going to have their own unique color on it. So going to be double blue filament on it, purple and gold.
I'm
Down below.
first.
I use 1.5 kilos on it. On that little thing. Over 2,000 changes of filament.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. I back when I had the MMU2 on my Prusa, I had one print that was 1,100 changes. About every 500 there'd be an issue.
So far, knock on wood, I have no problems. I have problems when the filament rolls get empty, or when the filament roll is bent. Then I have trouble. Otherwise, it works very well. I do have an issue with number 3 on that AMS unit, but I'm not using number 3 right now. Sometimes, like I said, if the spool goes half empty, and it does the retraction thing, it kind of gets stuck, and so I have to pull in the back the golden tube where it goes to the triangle, right? There's a little triangle device in the back of it. I forgot the name of it, and I have to yank on it to pull it out, and then press go, and then it works again.
I have that same problem with the P1S over there.
Yeah, I have a P1P.
There you go. I'm thinking it's some underpowered motors, personally. It's weird.
I think it might be something wrong with the spring, actually. There's a spring inside. Maybe it's... I'm going to take a look.
You think the problem is the filament buffer, then?
Definitely something to do with filament and have something to do with the spring in the back, I think. Because the spring, I think, might be too soft.
I'm fixing mine. All I'm doing, the little Bowden coupler, right before it goes into the chamber, this would be after but all I do is disconnect it at that coupler, and then it's able to retract. I don't have to pull on the filament or anything. That one little disconnect.
Yeah, all what I do is just yank on it a little bit, like this much, and it works again. I don't know why. So I still have to do some more research on it.
Justin's getting so nervous.
Got 2 minutes left.
Fail. Just kidding.
At this point, it's not going to fail. Even if it does, it's done. Got like 3 layers left. So.
I mean, he's working on the print from hell right there, apparently.
Yes.
What's it called?
It's a seat for a motorcycle that I've been trying to get to print successfully for a month. I've blown through 20 kilograms of filament trying to get through it.
That's a lot of filament.
Well, when you're using a belt printer that really isn't absolutely perfect, you have it. And then you have power flickers, which you've never had in 10 years.
Which belt printer is this? Is it a Miami Woo?
Or 3 belt kit.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Did I just see the whole power flicker in your room right there?
That was my wife screwing with the power.
It's going to fail right at the end.
Nope, we're done.
You finished?
Yeah.
Freaking finally.
There you go.
Month.
Man, you've been printing that thing for, man, it feels like it's got to be at least 3 weeks.
A month. It's done.
Yeah. Now smash it.
Oh, screw you. I'll do it for $500.
He's texting the guy right now. I've got it done. Come get it before anything can go wrong.
He lives in New Jersey.
Don't drop it.
Yeah.
His name is not Linus.
No.
Oh, come on, Kitty.
Just pulling support off. You don't know how satisfying it is to have this thing freaking done. Now it has to get shipped 1,500 miles, which it's going to be packed stupid. It is PETG, though. So. A little bit of support fail on the back, not a big deal.
Justin's gonna be packing it at work, some like AV film packing stuff.
I wish I had them.
I worked in a warehouse that had that. I'm like, that's pretty snazzy.
60 hours.
And that's all support right there.
No, yeah, that whole layer, this is support. I don't know, but that if he's going to pay for this one, if he wants another, it'd be expensive.
Yeah, he'll ask for another one and be like, this time can you make it in ABS?
Not on the belt printer. Well, maybe. I'd have to figure out how to enclose the top shelf and get it heated up enough. Yeah, it's done.
You'll need another breaker to run the heater for the chamber.
Yeah, just put a cardboard box over it.
I'm just seeing if I can separate the support at all. I might just leave it for him.
Now, don't crack the whole thing in half getting the supports off.
Dude, this thing is 7 layers, 0.9 extrusion width, and then like 20% infill.
0.9 extrusion width? Are you running like a 0.8 nozzle?
Yep, exactly.
And it still took 60 hours? Holy crap.
Polylite PETG. I'm just seeing if I can get the support off. I'm going to leave the support for him. I don't want to break it. I can at least get the spatula in there to get support, but I'm not. Nope, we're leaving it. Okay.
There you go. Yeah. Try one of these. There you go. This is my favorite tool for cleaning up 3D prints.
It's all going to be on him. So I still have a couple more pieces to print, but they can be printed on the Voron.
You've been working on it for a month and you didn't get those other things done?
Other issues happening.
Yeah.
So, it's done. It's not perfect, but it is damn good. Fine, good enough. So.
This right here is the absolute best tool for cleaning up 3D prints. It's an X-Acto knife with a number 4 blade.
Right.
There you go. This is hands down the best. I'm not saying it's perfect for every solution. There are times when I need that regular scalpel kind of blade, but in general, this is the best. It's great. You can get it up under the supports and break it all loose, but it's also got these 2 sharp edges. You can actually like deburr the edges of your print with it. It works great. You know, I just take it and I go like that right there, and I can deburr the edges of the print that way.
Right.
There you go. This is the best tool.
I mean, I like my deburring tool for deburring.
I've got one of those too, and they're great for metal. I've tried it on the plastic parts, but no, this is better. I go, my opinion, obviously, but my opinion's valid because it's me and it's mine.
All right, guys, I'm gonna head off too. Thank you for the invite.
Yeah, see you next time, hopefully.
Yeah, my niece is popping around the corner.
I don't think there'll be a stream next week, but I'm not sure yet. So,
okay.
We'll
I
see.
think I'm going to pop off as well.
I'm gonna end the stream here.
Be safe, everyone. Have a good night, and don't let the bed bugs bite.
Right. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging. We're gonna end the stream here. Thanks for everyone, few people who are watching. We'll see you either next week or the week after.
Take care.
Take care. Bye.